Alrighty everyone, welcome to part 7 of Donald's Pokemon Platinum playthrough, even though this is a ROM hack of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now today it looks like we're jumping right into a battle with Dawn again, and her team is actually really strong, so remember to like and subscribe and join our channel as a member if you want early access to videos.
Yeah, and it looks like her Swinub has now evolved into Piloswine. And I also have some new things to share with you all. First of all, the Ivysaur has now become a Venusaur. And I also have caught a new member for our team as well, which I know everyone will love.
I think I know who it is since you kinda hinted it when we went to look for Gardenia Donald. Now in this episode, we're probably going through what I consider the second shortest route in this game, which is between the one we're in now and Hearthome City. There's one tiny cave we have to get through, and then some mountain pass.
Oh boy, guys, look who Don has sent out now. Donald, don't make any snide remarks, please. We want to keep the channel alive. But did you know the Pokemon Center is releasing a 5-foot plushie of Gardevoir for people to buy?
Wow, and Lopunny just nuked my fire monkey. And yeah, I heard about that Gardevoir plushie. And I feel very sorry for it too, because it's absolutely not going to be used for what Nintendo probably intends people to use it for, but each to their own, I guess.
I am so buying one to share with Michelle boys. She loves Pokemon plushies, and I know a 5-foot Gardevoir one is going to make her day. I might get 2 actually, so I can have one for my own.
Yeah, I'm not even going to respond to what you just said, Obama. Some things are best kept quiet, just so you know. And now look, Dawn has a goddamn Clefable on her team with cute charm too.
And of course, a move to restore her health on it as well, because why fucking not at this point? This is what makes this game difficult, boys. It's the fact that every trainer has some form of health restoration move, and they have no issues with spamming the shit out of it.
Actually, Donald, she has a leftovers on Clefable here, which is arguably worse because it always heals up her Pokemon after every turn. Basically, you just have to one-shot this thing to get rid of it.
And she's really not playing nice with you, is she, bro? Not even 3 minutes into this episode, and you've already gone and lost 2 Pokemon to Dawn. You're either actually just terrible, or Dawn is the real MVP here right now. To be honest, I think both are true.
Hey, you never told us you got Pupitar as well, Donald. I guess this was part of the training you did between this episode and the last one. This guy take a very long time until it's fully evolved. And at the rate you're going, we'll never get it to be a Tyranitar if you never do any extra training.
I just saw that new Pokemon you were talking about when you switched out to Metang, dude. I didn't expect you to use Bagon on the team, to be honest. It's an awesome Pokemon, though, and of course it has to be shiny, too. I think the last time we saw that Pokemon was when Obama played through Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah, it was, but he used it like the little gimp he is, Joe. Trust me, when I have that guy evolved into Salamence, I'll show you how a real champion uses Dragon-type Pokemon. They're the hardest Pokemon type to train, and only I'm capable of doing it.
We'll see about that, and I bet you forgot that this game has fairy types in it too, like the one we're battling right now. In fact. So yeah, your strat is going to have to change instead of just slamming everything you come across with Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor, dude. You need some trap moves more than all-out attacking moves.
Steel types are super effective against Fairy though, and lucky we had Metang with Iron Head. That move already does so much damage, and our base attack stat on Metang is cracked. So I don't think no fairies will be giving us any trouble.
Oh, but here comes that bulldoze move again, which literally every Pokemon up to this point seems to have for some reason. I swear they must have all gone to see Rourke and kissed his ass for that annoying move just to make our life miserable.
See, now we have Dawn using the most random item ever, being that white herb. I mean, who the hell has ever used that in a proper playthrough, because we sure as hell haven't. I don't even know what it does.
The cool thing about this playthrough is we're learning about obscure items we'd never normally see or use ourselves whenever we play through a game. And I bet some of the viewers are also learning new stuff too. I think there's lots of different colored herbs as well, Joe, like a black herb or a green herb.
I bet I know what that green herb is if you get my drift. But I agree with Donald, we're sure learning a lot about new items. I think some of my favorite items are the light orb for boosting Pikachu and the assault vest.
Finally, we beat Dawn after another annoying battle. And by the way, dude, do you even know what the assault vest does? It's not a very common item you'd use, so why do you like it?
Donald, go heal our team up first of all. And the reason I like the assault vest is because it has a cool name, Obama. I can like things for simple reasons as that, you know. Leave me alone.
I'm not putting you down, you fool. It was just a simple question. And talking of fools, look, who's decided to show up again with another lecture for us? He always just appears in the most random locations for some reason, spewing the most bullshit nonsense ever.
At least we got a close-up of my beautiful face there. I look awesome in my high-resolution 0-pixel drips, and we're on another side of Mount Coronet now, and this particular area is probably the most important one, as we can access Spear Pillar from here.
You avoided one hiker but missed this one, Donnie L. Mayo. And since you mentioned Mount Coronet and Spear Pillar, there's more than one way to get to it, but I think this way is the most simple. There is definitely another route we could take, I think, from the Snow Point City side.
Bad idea using Monferno against these ground and rock types, Donnie. This is where Marshtomp can clean up, though, and he'll be especially useful against Bertha when we get to her battle much later on. Although her ace Pokemon is that annoying Wishcash, which is also part water type, too.
No way the most annoying Pokemon is Quagsire, since it always has the water absorb ability and basically nothing can affect it. I always hated battling against those.
Yeah, Quagsire can be difficult if you're not prepared, but I don't think Bertha has one in this game, Bush. All the Elite Four member teams have had major changes. The best one being Flint actually have fire types now instead of him having rock and fighting types like in the standard game.
That was really strange when I battled Flint for the first time, and aside from Infernape, he had like a Hitmontop, and then an Onix or something stupid. Sure, there aren't many fire types introduced in this game, but they could have given him Magmortar, and they didn't even do that.
That was the biggest L in the Gen 4 remakes. They didn't give Flint a Magmortar, which was the newest evolution in the original Gen 4 game. And I'm pretty sure Volkner got Electivire at 1.2. He's definitely got one in this game, though, and that's one of my favorites.
Hey, look, boys, we're battling a Shuckle right now. This thing can be super toxic if you have Trick Room on it, which switches its attack and defense stats around. It becomes busted as hell, but then it also becomes easy to one-shot, so it's a risky move to use.
Yo, our Bagon is actually evolving too, which is funny because we haven't even seen you use it yet, Donald. I mean, it knows shit. Terrible moves right off the bat. And I know you just let the experience share do all the work because you're lazy, but it would have been cool to see it in action before it evolved.
I wanted to try get that fella up to a Shelgon because very soon, in like 10 seconds actually, we're gonna get ambushed by someone really strong and I need to be ready for them.
Oh boy, yeah, I know who you mean. And it's gonna be even worse in this ROM hack compared to Renegade Platinum. For those of you who want to play this game though, we recommend installing the normal Renegade Platinum first, which you can easily find online and try that out.
Oh, hot damn. So this is who you were talking about then, huh? It's Elite Four Aaron with his team of pathetic bugs. I don't know why you're making such a fuss about him, Donald. He is the weakest Elite Four member ever.
He did give us a choice to battle him, and normally I'd agree with you, Joe. But in this game, he has the most busted team ever. And I'd say he is actually the strongest member of the Elite Four in this ROM hack, solely based upon his team's build. He also has a Drapion, so enough said.
His first Pokemon, though, is trash, as we have already mentioned before. There's no love for Ariados around here, even if Aaron is the one using it. That Drapion is going to be an issue for sure, however, and he also has a Dustox, which is cracked too.
Even worse than all that, he already has a full team of 6 Pokemon. They may be lower leveled than his standard Elite Four team, which in this game will be in the level 70s anyway, but still, this could ruin us if you're not careful, Donnie.
You guys were all shitting on Ariados, but look how much damage Aaron's one did to me. I swear we battled one of these in the last video, which that galactic grunt had, but this Elite Four one is so broken.
Our man here keeps using that bite move which heals itself up and takes us out. So Shelgon's first battle ended up being terrible. So much for your dragon type being awesome here, Donald.
Why don't you just send out Monferno now, bro? He'll clean up in here and maybe even evolve by the time this battle finishes. Although what happens if we lose this one? Does it affect anything, or can we just rebattle him again or something?
Okay, I forgot bug types are super effective against Psychic, so Metang was a bad move. and my plan was to save Monferno Bush for when I needed him most, but apparently that time is going to be now. Aaron's new team is so cracked.
Wow, so it took you 3 Pokemon to basically take out one of his, and that first Pokemon was the weakest one in his team. This battle is not going to end well for you, Donald. And now imagine if this was a Nuzlocke. It would have ended with Rourke, actually.
Good plan on switching now, though. And Aaron is sending out Pinsir next, which is an awesome bug type and needs more love for sure. It's actually really strong, but I prefer Heracross if given the choice. Ash had one, so it's automatically goated.
Damn Brick Break did a lot of damage to us, but you managed to one-shot it. I bet you could have one-shot Ariados and kept Shelgon alive if you had used Monferno first, Donald, and you call yourself a pro. I mean, seriously, that was a bad move.
I will put my ego aside on that one and agree with you there. I should have used Monferno since the beginning of this battle, but I thought this could be Shelgon's debut battle, and it backfired big time. I mean, who would have thought a stupid Ariados would have taken out a Shelgon?
Okay, wow, and there goes Monferno now too, thanks to this busted-ass Mothim. Aaron has planned his team and the moves so well that he knew we'd have a Monferno, and he used Air Cutter to deal with it.
Oh my god, Donald, get in the game, man. You just lost 2 Pokemon to one-shots to this fucking moth. Seriously, get a grip, would you? This is why a move like Toxic is so important, especially when you can't do anything.
Exactly, Obama, I can't do anything, you stupid pineapple. I keep getting outsped thanks to that spiderweb move that immediately slows down whoever I send out before I even do anything, and then I get hit by a broken move.
I never ever knew Mothim could be this strong, though. I think we're all about to get humbled. You're definitely getting humbled, Donald, because now I have no hope for you winning this battle. And this isn't even the real Elite Four either.
And of course, our man has a Sizer too. One of the best and most iconic bug types you can get. Hey, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if Aaron had a Genesect either. He is so strong, guys.
Well, that was a waste of a super potion, wasn't it, Donald? So now what's the plan gonna be? We have no fire types to deal with this guy, and half our team has been sent to the Distortion World too. We have no hope.
You all may have lost hope, but I still have lots left within me to beat this punk-ass bitch, Obama. I've decided to switch to positive vibes only and clutch this battle for you all.
If you had evolved Monferno into Infernape and had a better physical fire-type move like Flare Blitz, then I bet you'd have won this battle much easier. Monferno just wasn't strong enough to get us through this battle, honestly.
Hey, at least Pupitar here is actually doing quite a lot of damage to Sizer, though. I thought this guy would be one-shotting the rest of our team, but apparently not. We just have to hold on for as long as we can.
This battle would have been going a whole lot different if we had revives, which, by the way, we still can't buy for some dumb reason. The fact that they left those out up to this point is pure insanity and makes no sense. Especially when we'd be battling someone like Aaron only after the second gym.
Okay, boys, this is it. All I have left is Metang, who's also Steel type, so I assume he should be able to survive Bullet Punch. But Sizer is part Bug type, remember, which could spell my demise. My positive vibes have also gone too because there's just no way I can win this now.
At least this Zen Headbutt should be able to nuke the Sizer, but he still has 2 Pokemon left, and those are his strongest 2. The good thing is his Drapion won't be able to affect us with any poison-type moves, since Steel is resistant to that. But it's still gonna be close.
And his next Pokemon was the one I was worrying about too. This Dustox is like no other bug type we've ever encountered. It makes Jesse's one from the anime look like a Magikarp too.
I just need like a critical hit on it or something though, since it's actually quite weak on the defense side. But of course he'd have a leftovers on it like every other trainer. They must be mass producing those in the Sinnoh region or something.
And now he's going to restore his health even more with this crap move. Like seriously, what even is the point of battling when they spend more time healing than attacking? This is the only reason why this game is difficult.
And he has Protect too. This is just ridiculous. Donald, even if you lose this battle now, you have my permission to bring a level 100 Arceus to our battle with Aaron and give him the Flame Plate so when he uses Judgment, it'll be the last thing he'll ever see.
He is pushing me to that point now for real. I take back everything I said about Aaron being strong too. He's just a little gimp who heals more than battles, and if it wasn't for that, I'd have destroyed him. The only mistake I made was not using Monferno in the beginning.
Agreed, he is the biggest gimp ever. And there he goes using Protect again with the leftovers activating right after. I want all the viewers watching this to comment on what they think about this battle with Aaron, and how Donald could have beaten him with these stupid strats of his.
Yep, this is the end, so we may as well tell everyone to like and subscribe now and stay tuned for Part 8 if Donald ever actually recovers from this atrocious battle.
Well, since this is the end of this battle, how about we talk about the plan for Part 8 and what everyone can expect, so we can end this episode on a more positive side.
Yep, I am so done with this game at this moment in time. I just want him to hurry up and beat me because there's literally nothing I can do. Anyway, for Part 8, I hope to take on Fantina right away, and I'll make sure no battle ever ends up like this one has again.
You also have my permission to use Arceus just to nuke Aaron of the face of the earth, and over-level too, because there are no words to describe what I've witnessed here.
We could also visit Amity Square to find more cool items, since that might make you happy, Donald. I don't blame you for feeling depressed after this. Also, you can get a Pokemon egg from that hiker to the east of Heart Home City, too.
Yeah, I could do that, but I think I need to go to therapy after this. The fact that this happened to me of all people too is just wonderful, isn't it? That was sarcasm too before you say anything, Joe.
Holy hell, Donald, you actually finally managed to beat this little punk-ass bitch. It only took like 10 turns, and it wasn't even a critical hit.
I don't even care. I am just done with a capital D, and I still have to deal with this purple thing too, so yeah, I have clocked out. I want him to win at this point.
I'm still very impressed you got Aaron all the way to his last Pokemon, even after dealing with the most cheap, dirty strats. So I think this was an honorable defeat.
And look, he's rubbing it in my face even more now. Going on about how it's okay to lose to Elite Four member. Well, he can go suck an egg and I am out of here.